Oh, hey YouTube. So we're out at the mill. It's a cold, crisp day in Pennsylvania, but at least I'm not sitting in front of the computer, which I did enjoy making that series of videos, but it didn't get a lot of views, although I'm not here for the views. I just enjoy talking to the commenters. A lot of nice people. Anyway, gonna cut this other piece of red oak. I didn't realize that until I did some research on a lot of this. I'm very fortunate to have all this red oak because it's really adding up as far as value goes. Anyway, what we got here is this is an 8-foot or 9-foot log. You can see there's a little bit of a bow in it there, maybe an inch or so. It's a 13-inch diameter log. This is probably from the second cut. In other words, the first cut off of the stump. This would be the second section of 8 foot. So in other words, you go 8 foot, and then this would be the 16 or the 8 foot to the 16 foot mark roughly, because it's 13 inches on both ends. And when you look at my handy dandy calculator over here, my little piece of paper. And you'll learn to remember these, but I try not to. But anyway, it's like 9 inches is my cant size. So the one thing that I don't think I ever talked about or explained properly is this. If you take a marker or something and you know you're going to get a 9-inch cant, all you need to do is put the blade across the log until you have 9 inches. You see where that 9-inch mark is there? From one side to the other, and just mark that. So now, just eyeballing it, I can see if I come down there 1.5 inches, that's about as far as I can go with this log. And I've already checked the ends to the center of the pith. There is 7.5 inches on both sides. Bullseye! So I'm going to start up the mill and see how we go. Now I've been keeping the tension off like I had said at night and stuff. The mill's been sitting now for a couple days, so I had the tension off of it. On the Woodmizer, you tension it like that. I've had no problem with any of the adjustments on the machine since the day I got it. So you're looking, I think it was June I got it. June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. So that's 9 months. And nothing has come out of alignment in any way. Lucky with that, I guess. You do got to keep after the air cleaner and stuff because there's a lot of dust generated by this thing. I'm also not going to use any more oil or anything, or kerosene or any kind of fluid for lubricant. I decided I'm not going to use it at all, and unless something changes. Maybe with white pine I might use it because of all the stuff that you get off from inside where the cambium layer is. You get a lot of sap stuff. But so I'm going to go ahead and work on this, cutting this log up. And like I say, I should have a 9-inch cant out of this. So let's set you on the stand here, and I'm going to get going. Yesterday it was raining. I think you can see the. Let me take a look. The concrete slab there is nice and clean. What happened was I had a little layer of sawdust on it that froze while I was cutting the past couple logs, and it was getting a little bit thick on there. So yesterday the temperatures were up in the high 40s. We lost a lot of snow yesterday, and I got that cleaned off there really good. But now all the stuff that I threw off and everything is frozen like a rock. So it's only like 16 degrees this morning. So let me get the mill started and we'll cut this up. So that's not a cold start. I had started the mill about an hour ago and left it run while Jim and me were getting coffee. nice log. Take another 1-inch board off it out to get it to be closer to the 9-inch can. Show you this. That's some nice looking red oak. Yep. In order to get nice square cuts, you want to have this lined up here good. You want the board or the log to be flat against these dogs. That'll give you a 90-degree cut to the face there. to keep in mind I'm going for a 9-inch tamp. I've got that right there, okay? But when I come down here, a little bit of weighing going to be happening. So the log is cut to 9 inches, but this thing here has got to be cut down. So I'm going to take one more pass out of that, and I'll still have enough wood to get a 9-inch tamp out of that. You can see how far down now. If I go down an inch, well, I might end up with a little smaller tamp. Maybe I think I'll roll this over and cut my 9-inch tamp from that and see what we end up with here. I just want to explain myself here. I've got a 9-inch tamp here, okay, a little more than 9 inches. And I could cut another inch off of this to get rid of that wane down there. The problem with that is if I cut another inch off of that, and then I go down with my 9 inches, you see how close to the bottom of the log I am there? So I've got to be more like right about the 9-inch mark to get from this down 9 inches to be able to get that 9-inch tamp. Now I still will have some boards with wane on them. The good thing is you can always trim it off, and I'll still end up with at least 1x50. This is what happens when you have logs. You know, logs are bent, twisted, different things, and this is how it happens. I mean, the math sheet that I have for the cant list is true math. The log isn't true, so this is where you end up having a little bit of issue. One of the other things I want to explain to you, sometimes when you're working with logs, like you saw that was laying on the round side. And when I went to take the dog off of it, the log rolled down. Now depending upon the log, you could actually lose it off the bed. And unless you have a set of arms to pick it up back up, you're okay. But if you don't want the cant to come off the bunk. So what you can do is with the dogs, just put the dogs all the way up and at least stop it from rolling off the bunk on you. I'm only stopping and making this video for guys that have just gotten their Woodmizer, and I'm sure they're all excited. Sometimes you forget these things. And don't forget to be mindful of the dogs with the rollers on this side, because you will hit them. I got the hiccup. Guys, don't worry about me walking. I can at least walk good. Just want to show you this. So now we got a basic square there except for that top cut. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to 9 inches. I like this thing for this reason. I'm going down to the 9-inch mark there, and I'll go ahead and I'll end up having my 9-inch cant when I'm finished. So now there are, if you look there, that would be to get to the cant, but now that I'm looking at it, it looks like I could get some more boards out of there. So I think what I'll do is come up, see where the top of the log is, right about there, and I think I'll come down an inch and or I think I'll go down an inch. Yeah, I'll cut that off and then see if I can get some smaller boards out of there. Okay, you're going to try and get as much lumber as you can naturally out of the log. And I know for some of you they're going to be saying, yeah, that's only common sense. Well, sometimes sense isn't common, and sometimes people who think they have common sense have no sense at all. show you what you can end up with if you're carefully cutting like I'm trying to here. I got a 10-inch wide cant there, okay, and 9 inches the other way. Now it just so happens that I am needing 1x10s to fill out my stack of red oak that's in the greenhouse over there. So I'm going to cut it with the 10-inch wide way, so I end up with 1x10. And for those of you who have just gotten your mill, these little pieces here, these are made so that the saw blade will miss this thing when you have this at the bottom of the cant. In other words, you slide this under the cant, let this grab a hold of it. When you're down to the last 1 inch cut, you'll miss hitting this. That's how they have it designed. So I'm going to put this on there and lower both dogs now. Then nothing will be in my way. So I set my horses up there so I can put the good lumber on and then use the tractor to pick it up after it's over there. And it's only a short walk to put the boards there. you remember in the beginning I said that that one log had a wane on the edge of it. That's what we're looking at there now. So that's too big to just let go. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this board down to, looks like I'll probably get a 1x8 out of it. And I'm going to add another one that I have over there too there. Now you can see that I got two 1x8s here. 1, 2, 1, 2. But I still have some wane on that one. So I'm going to take the dogs off, take these two off of here, put them on my pile for 1x8, and then I'll make a 1x6 out of that one. And that'll give me the log, it'll be finished, and I think we got some nice boards out of that. looked at the opposite side, this side here looks good. However, when I look at the other side, you can see that wane that's starting here going all the way down. So this is going to be smaller than what I said. So I'll take an inch off the top of this yet, and then I'll have to take some off the bottom. So instead of a 1x6, I'll probably end up with a 1x4. Yeah. See if I can add that other foot. I'm not going to put it on because that's only going to end up being 1x2. Up with 1x6 there after all. Yeah, this is going to be a 1x2. to hold with the present setup. I'm going to have to come up with something a little better than this to hold these single boards. But anyway, I have the dog tightened up there. It's not too tight that the board will bend in the middle pretty easy. And I want it to be as plumb with the outside dog here as I can get it. So I'll try and make a small cut there. You're a beginner, I turned that over so that the flat side, that's a 1-inch flat edge that it's resting on. So it can rest on that a lot better than it can rest on the Clark. So I should be able to put the dogs down and then use those little adapters to attach to that board to keep it there. Sometimes you have to consider that if you're in the building business and you're trying to do production work, you want to work as fast as you can. It's obvious that it took me a little longer to flip this turn fast and then I cut it 3 times to get down to what I could. But at least I'm not wasting it. And here we have a 1x2 now that can be used for something. You can use it for braces underneath those tables to hold legs. or whatever, you know. Even stickers if worse comes to worse. Okay, so I'm going to clean up here a little bit and cut my glitches over there into firewood, just like I do every other day that I cut, and I'll figure out the board feet on this thing and let you know what I have then. So that pile of wood there comes out to 77.5 board feet. Now, let me take my calculator out so I don't have to guess here. So, yeah, red oak, if I sell it at $7 a piece, or a board foot, 7 times 7 is 7.5. You're looking at $542 right there. Now, I know it didn't take me much more than an hour. And how much stocking did I do? That's some good money. And by the way, I forgot to add, it was my lumber to begin with, but I still charge myself for it, because that way I can replenish it by planting stuff and things. Okay guys, have a good one.